All right, guys, welcome to the new channel. This is going to be Hype Fantasy Football Sports Talk. I'm the host, Dylan D, the Fantasy Football Fool. We're going to get this going, guys, here really quick. First off, everybody's already probably heard now that Carolina has moved up with the Bears. Bears are also getting DJ Moore. We'll see what happens with this. This is, one of those things. Also, if you guys haven't heard by now, Jalen Ramsey is on his way to Miami, pairing them up right there. So that's going to be a lethal combination between those two. All right, let's go ahead and get this first pick going. So this is kind of a toss-up between a lot of people, but we know this is going to be a quarterback. It's really just a quarterback that they like the most. I'm going to go ahead and I'm putting CJ Stroud. I like CJ Stroud a lot right there. Bryce Young makes a lot of sense too, right there too. It's really what Frank Reich and the general manager wants right there. And then whoever doesn't get the other one gets the other one. That's Bryce Young right there for Houston. It's going to be a lot of fun to see that team grow. This right here is actually for Arizona is a prime position for them to trade back and get a lot of value, a lot of picks right here. Even in this team needs so much help everywhere. They'll probably end up going to be trading DeAndre Hopkins. So these guys can maximize most with trading him, getting some capital with that as well, even in this draft. We'll see what happens. But right here, we're going to play it safe and get this one. I'm not going to do any trades in this draft because I'm only doing the first 2 rounds of this draft. So we're going to go ahead and get Will Anderson right here. Makes sense. This pick is really about what I believe it's Shane Steichen's the new head coach for the Colts, offensive guy. I'm going to go with Anthony Richardson right there too. It's just really easy I wouldn't say easy. I mean, he rocked the combine, rocked it. This is where the draft gets almost really interesting for everybody actually involved in it. So Seattle's right here at the 5th pick. They have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds, which is awesome. I think they have the most in the first 2 rounds. So they could change the whole game up right here. They crushed the draft last year. They really did. Tariq Woolen, all those guys. They did an amazing job. This is a very likely good spot for Jalen Carter to land. If Jalen Carter doesn't go here, he could. I don't see him dropping out of the top 12. I really don't. Right here with everything that he has going on, he could fall. He really could. But right here, I'm gonna stay safe and pick Tyree Wilson. But I'm just kind of like because I think Jalen Carter would just be amazing right there too. Now right here, this is the Detroit Lions. Detroit has 4 picks in this draft too. Wow, I didn't even realize that. So you learn something new every time you do one of these mock drafts, guys. Again, I love fantasy football. I love doing all these mock drafts and doing it and learning it from it and seeing how it goes. A bunch of my friends and I, we play a game called Top 10, try to guess whoever the top 10 is going to be. I've only won it once, so we've been playing for about 5 years now. But I'm going to go ahead and put Jalen Carter here. I honestly think that that's just too good of a pick for them to pass. Even if Jalen Carter's not there, that's Christian Gonzalez. Too easy for everybody who's been watching these, been doing these. Yeah. This is Will Levis again. Just it is how it is. They don't have a quarterback. They don't have a franchise quarterback right now. I love Will Levis. I really do. In my opinion, it's CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson. I understand I'm going to get a lot of flack on that for here. Go ahead, subscribe, give it to me, drop me a comment. I'll take it. I love Will Levis. I really do. I like Anthony Richardson too. I just think he's more of a project quarterback, whereas our guy is Will Levis. He's got some work to be done. He really does, but I like his arm a little bit better too. I like his intangibles. All right, Atlanta Falcons. There's no real clear pick right here. All this is telling me to go cornerback. Yeah, I get it. They do need cornerback help. This cornerback draft class is deep. And they pick at 45, which is a little bit later, but I'm sure there's going to be guys on the board and guys moving up. Honestly, I'm going to go Paris Johnson right here. They need help on that offensive line everywhere. So that would really, really help them out right there too. Plus, I like having fun. Normally I put like Tyree Wilson there or something like that, but We're going to have fun with it this time. Let me know what you guys think. Who would you put there? Right here, honestly, with the Bears and what they just moved up to get, this now becomes about protecting the passing game, protecting Justin Fields, protection just all the way around, right? So this is Peter Skronsky for me. He can play it everywhere on the offensive line. This is the number one offensive lineman to me. It really is. And then the Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly. Um, to me, this is just value, value, value. If Christian Gonzalez is right here, he's going to fit in well with their team. I think that's a steal for them. And then, our Tennessee Titans is going to go offensive tackle or offensive line anywhere that they can get. They should probably go wide receiver here too, just to see what it is with them. I am going to give them. This is either Broderick Jones or I think DeJuan Jones. Really, one of the Jones brothers here. Not really brothers, but they are. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Broderick Jones there. They do need that offensive line help. Taylor Lewan's not there anymore. Ben Jones just failed his I can't even think of the word right now. He failed his physical, so they need help right there a lot too. Houston's back on the board right here. I'm gonna go with Joey Porter Jr. right here, just because they have bookends right here. You can be mad at me all you want for real. Well, let me know. I know there's wide receivers on the board right here too that they should probably go for, but they just signed Robert Woods. Brandon Cooks is still there too. Even though Brandon Cooks is probably going to get traded later on down the line, either for draft capital or people coming back in. We don't know. But we're going to see what happens right here. And I'm really going to give them. I'm going to give them Joey Porter Jr. They give me a B plus for right there, but it is what it is. The New York Football Jets. Again, another team subject to trade talks right here with getting Aaron Rodgers coming into the building. I don't think that they're going to lose their first round draft pick in this one, especially if they had to pay $20 million and above of Aaron Rodgers, like $49.5 million contract or his $50 million contract. Who knows with Aaron Rodgers? But I do think that 44th pick is going to go to Green Bay. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep it simple here, keep it going. They need an offensive lineman. We're going to go Anson Harris right there, just because they have to. They need a left tackle, really do. All right, the New England Football Patriots right here. If they have one of these top cornerbacks on the board who are available, they're probably going to take them. I know that Jonathan, their cornerback, expressed wanting to come back. So my top two picks here is either going to be Lucas Van Ness or Devon Witherspoon if he's there. But we're going to put Devon Witherspoon right there just because it's Devon Witherspoon. The guy's a beast. Like he didn't do his combine, but his pro day is going to be amazing, and we'll run with that. 15, the Green Bay Packers. New quarterback, not really new, but new to starting, Jordan Love. I wish him the best of luck right here. They do need a lot of help. This is probably a pick for a wide receiver. It really is. It could be. They could go on the defense side of the board. With Lucas Van Ness not on the board right now, too, I'm leaning towards Myles Murphy, but Jackson Smith-Njigba right here is looking good, too. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucas Van Ness is on the board. That's right. This is Lucas Van Ness. We're going to go right there with that. Too easy. All right, the Washington football team. Oh, I'm sorry, Washington Commanders. That's how old I am, guys. We know this is going to be offensive line or not wide receiver, cornerback. You know what? I'm going to give him the cornerback right here. I'm going to give him Deonte Banks. I think he could fit that system pretty well. They have a new DC out there too, and I love him. Brian Flores. Brian Flores might end up loving this kid. He's a beast. He really is. He's a beast. This right here is going to be either they could trade back, the Steelers could, to get a lot of draft capital again with them. They're their team on the rise. They need offensive line help too. They need cornerback help. They need some even linebacker help could help this team out a lot. With Devin Bush being a free agent, and I don't think they're going to bring Devin Bush back. I think he underperformed in a lot of ways. He played it pretty good, but I think for what they wanted more from him. Again, this is going to be DeJuan Jones or Darnell Wright. I'm going to go with DeJuan Jones here, uh, just because. Just because. All right, the Detroit Lions back on the board right here. Now, we picked Jalen Carter. If he's there, that's probably, if he's not there, that's a cornerback, probably Christian Gonzalez. But because Christian Gonzalez isn't there, we're going to go pick up a cornerback right now. I'm going to give him my guy who I love, Emmanuel Forbes. I love Emmanuel Forbes. All you guys should probably start to get to know the name, especially if he ends up at any team that he really goes to is going to be really, really good. This right here is a really easy pick for me. A lot of people, you're probably going to disagree with me right this. Even if Kyle Trask isn't the starter, I know they need offensive tackle help too, or inside guard play help too, but we're going to take the heat off of them by drafting Bijan Robinson, taking that heat off of that entire offensive line. Even whoever the quarterback is, you can ding and dunk it. So I don't like really rooting for the Longhorns, but he's a great player. By the way, I am an Oklahoma Sooners fan. Let me hear it on that comment board as you guys rip me apart for it. But I will tell you, I love them, love them. They produce a lot of good players. Brent Venables, bring us home, baby. Bring us home. All right, Seattle Seahawks at pick number 20. Let's see what we're going with right here, guys. I honestly, this could be interior offensive line play too, or defensive line, sorry. Just because, or center. They could go center. They're not going to go center in the first round, though. Probably at that 38th pick, we'll probably pick a center. But at 20, I'm going to go with Jackson Smith-Njigba. And sorry if I mispronounced your last name right there, buddy. But Tyler Lockett's getting a little bit older. Jackson Smith-Njigba can learn a lot from Tyler Lockett. He's a little bit faster than Tyler Lockett. He can make him a lot of money in the league. Tyler Lockett could help Jackson Smith-Njigba out a lot. We're going to go right there, and it also gives more weapons to Geno, right? Geno's not going to sit back there and be like, "Oh, don't give me another Tyler Lockett." Tyler Lockett is amazing. You can call up Russell Wilson and ask how amazing he is. All right, my team, my pro football team at pick 22, the Chargers. Here we go. Been a fan since San Diego. Wish you guys would have stayed in San Diego. I understand it. But I'm probably going to make a lot of people mad here with this pick. I know a lot of you guys are thinking that, oh, he's a Chargers guy. Speed, speed, speed. That's what Kellen said. We had the 55th pick. We can get that. This is a deep speed wide receiver class. It really is. We are going to go with offensive tackle. Our right tackle play last year was atrocious. We need to keep Justin vertical. We need to keep Justin throwing 60-yard bombs to Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Just keep throwing that right there. We're going to go Darnell Wright right here and keep our guy up. Baltimore Ravens on the clock. This is either cornerback or wide receiver. It really depends on what Lamar does, and even not like who's going to say no to more help, right? Like nobody's going to say that. No quarterback's going to be like, "No, I don't need no more help." Tom Brady didn't go down to Tampa Bay because he needed more help. No, Tom Brady went down there to win a lot of games. We're going to go right here with Quentin Johnston. I just think he fits that mold a little bit better. He's going to crush it there. This right here is a very interesting pick for me too, because they could trade back and have some teams come up and get more second-round draft picks and things like that, future draft picks. With the Vikings, they need help at the interior defensive line help. They need wide receiver help now with them moving on from Adam Thielen, and they also could use a lot of help with cornerbacks too. So I wasn't picking my nose, guys. I was just getting a little itch right there. Here we go. But if it falls this way, I'm telling you guys, they're probably not going to pass on Jordan Addison, helping out Justin Jefferson, freeing him up. And not really even freeing him up. He could make a good fortune with Justin Jefferson, get double, triple covered right there, even though he was probably still going to catch the ball. But we'll see what happens. This is a slam dunk easy pick if it falls this way. This is Brian Branch. Even if he plays safety or even if he goes into that secondary corner spot to help out Tyson Campbell, this is just too rich for these guys. It really is. The New York Giants. This is one of the picks where I struggle with a lot because the Giants need help in a lot of different places. I wouldn't even say help. I predicted that they would be picking in the top 10 this year in this draft, and they well, they're not. We're sitting here at 26, right? These guys are getting ready to draft, right? Um, we'll see what they need and where we're going to go with it. But I'm not going to go cornerback here. I know it's telling me right there that I should probably go cornerback. They probably do need cornerback play. Let's look at it. Hmm. I'm gonna give him Cam Smith. Like, I'm not a big on Keely Ringo. I think Keely Ringo is a really good player. He really, really is. But I like Cam Smith a little bit more. We'll see where they go right here. Dallas is another team who could use excuse me right there, who could use a lot of help in a lot of different places. Cornerback has to be a need for them. Linebacker is a need for them too. Interior defensive lines has needs for them as well. Also, their offensive line needs help too. Tyron Smith he's getting old. He's been in the league a long time, so we're gonna go ahead and out there. We're not gonna replace Tyron Smith, but we are gonna help them out just because there's really nobody on the board anymore for them. They would like to have some of those tackles dropped to them. I don't see it happening, not unless they move up, and I don't think they have the capital really to move up. They can even go edge right here and really help themselves out because Tank Lawrence is also getting old. But we're gonna give him Osiris Torrance to help out with that guard play and things like that. He'll probably slide into left guard. The Buffalo Bills. Let's see here. What do I want to give the Buffalo Bills? They're saying running back. I don't think they're going to go running back right here. I really don't. Interior offensive line. It's a little bit too early to be drafting those guys. You know what, guys? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go wide receiver, and I'm going to give him Zay Flowers. I think Zay Flowers was just going to, more weapons for Josh Allen. 60-yard bombs. I'm pretty sure Josh Allen's going to love that. This right here is the old Cincinnati Bengals. I am going to give them a tight end right here, too. I really think that Nolan Smith could be in play right here. Maybe even Miles Murphy could be in play right here. With this being a pretty high edge class, too, at 61, there's probably a good chance of our guys being able to pick up somebody right there. So I'm going to give him Dalton Kincaid. I like Dalton Kincaid a little bit more than I like Michael Maher. No big reason, just that's my preference. All righty. The New Orleans Saints. I'm going to give them Miles Murphy right here. No reason at all, just, more help for that defense. Philadelphia Eagles coming back at 31. This is going to be one of the more fun picks for me. I am going to give them a running back. I'm going to give them Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs in this system really, really helps Jalen Hurts out. Also, Miles Sanders is a free agent. I'm not really sure how much money he's going to want or ask for. But with them getting Jahmyr Gibbs, who everybody is predicting and saying that he's going to be the next Alvin Kamara. Oh my God, it slipped my mind right there. I'm so sorry, Alvin Kamara. You're a beast. I hope you get everything fixed with your off the field situations. Get back into football. That's too easy of a pick right there. Kansas City, the last pick in the first round draft. Let's see what we can get here for Kansas City. I believe that this could be either an edge or interior defensive line, because I think that they could use a lot of help right here, actually, into the interior defensive line too. Helping out Chris Jones. Chris Jones is getting a little bit older too, and we can see what we can do from there. So let's see what we can do. Jalen Hyatt would be really scary here too. I'm almost happy. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jalen Hyatt right there too. That just seems fun. It really does. It seems so much fun just to see Patrick Mahomes just chunking balls to Jalen Hyatt. Even if he was a one-year wonder, that's what some people are saying about Jalen Hyatt at Tennessee. Give him 1 year wonder with Patrick Mahomes. We'll see what can really happen. All right, to start off the second round of the 30, with the 33rd pick, it's our Steelers coming back into play. I don't think they're going to go edge here, guys. Brian Breeze or Brian Breezy. I can't really pronounce his last name either. You guys can bash me again in the comment section. Somebody spell it out for me, please, because I always mess up his name. There's a lot of guys here who could fit very well. I'm not going to give him Brian Breeze. Or actually, you know what? I am going to give him Brian Breeze right here because I think Cam Hayward is going to draw all those doubles and triple teams, and getting this guy into the workout room. Like, he was the number one kid coming out of high school, and he chose to go to Clemson. I mean, yeah, he's had a lot of issues, especially with his ACL. That's probably why he fell to the second round. They could go Kalijah Cansey here too. It really just depends on how they feel. But I'm gonna go with Brian Breeze just because there's more upside, and I think he's a year younger than Kalijah Cansey. I'm not for sure, but we'll go with it right there. All righty, back to the Houston Texans. We got him Bryce Young. We got Joey Porter Jr. right there, helping out getting those book cornerbacks right there in a pass happy league, except for in this division where they run the ball a lot. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. This is either going to be defensive line with Kalijah Cansey or somebody bigger, but even Mozzie Smith, man. I think Mozzie Smith would make a lot of sense right here. I'm going to go with Mozzie Smith, guys. I just like it right there. I like Kalijah Cansey. I think he's a great player. Mozzie Smith right there, amazing. Could be a lot. Right here, this has to be either Kalijah Cansey or some other cornerback that's on the board. They need a lot of help with cornerback play. So we'll see what happens right here. I'm gonna go with Keely Ringo. Give him that pick right here. And with the Colts coming in. The Colts coming in right here. If you guys can hear my daughter in the background, sorry, I got kids and I'm doing this with my kids. Let's see what we can get the Colts here. Let's go with weapons. I know that they had I think they're losing Parrish. Oh, Josh Downs. What a steal if they can get Josh Downs right here. I love Josh Downs, guys. I'm sure you guys have seen all of that on all the tape on that right there too. Oh, I love Josh Downs. I think that would be a perfect pick for Anthony Richardson. He's got Josh Downs, Michael Pittman. They do need a tight end too, because I forgot who their tight end is. I think it's Mo Alley Cox actually, and he's getting a little bit older up there in the age. So probably in the third round they could be in play for one of those tight ends. All right. 37, the Los Angeles Rams. This is going to be a very interesting pick. They just traded away Jalen Ramsey for a third-round draft pick and a tight end. So they could be in play for one of these tight ends. I think Tyreek Stevenson would fit well for right there. And they also need some edge help because taking some of that pressure off of Aaron Donald. I forgot that. Wow, shame on me for that. Off of Aaron Donald would help them out a lot. So I'm going to go Nolan Smith right there. To me, that's value for them right there. Him falling to 37 is probably not very realistic. Somebody's probably going to take him higher, but I'm playing GM for all of these teams, so that's who you guys get. I hope you're happy. If not, again, let me know about it. Here we go. 38. Seattle Seahawks. We give him Tyree. We give him Jackson Smith and Njigba right there. Let's see what we got. You know what? I'm going to go Drew Sanders here. Jordan Brooks is still recovering from what I believe is the ACL tear, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to go ahead and give him Drew Sanders here. Drew Sanders is an amazing player. I was thinking about Trenton Simpson too, or even Kalijah Cansey. But right here, this is all about, I wouldn't even say needs, but I really like Drew Sanders too. Jack Campbell's really good too, the kid out of Iowa. I say kid, the grown man out of Iowa. Pick 39. I'm leaning to. They need cornerback help too. Let's look into what we got on the board. Yeah, I'm gonna give them Tyreek Stevenson right here. I like Tyreek Stevenson. I really do. I like Clark Phillips and I like DJ Turner. These guys are really, really high on my list. They also have some other guys on here who are really good too. Who are going to be drafted, who are going to be stars in the NFL. Just watch out for them. You'll see. This to me is not very hard pick for me at 40. This is our Carolina Panthers. To me, this is either going to be Kalijah Cansey to help out in the middle or even edge. I'm going to go edge right here. And I like Will McDonald a lot. So I'm going to give him Will McDonald. He is a bit undersized, but there's just something about him that I like. I think he started playing actual football in like his junior year of high school. So that's too easy. Little scoop up right there. I'm going to go Kalijah Cansey right here to the New Orleans Saints. Again, helps that defense out. They got Derek Carr there. They have Chris Olave. Hopefully Michael Thomas comes back and is the player that we all want him to be. I love Michael Thomas. He's amazing. So Kalijah Cansey right there. All right. And then we are back with the Tennessee Titans at 42. They need help too. They cut Bud Dupree. Also, I think they're going to probably get somebody in free agency too to help out with Ben Jones, and they're going to address this defensive side of the ball. I'm going to go Keon White right there. I like Keon White. He's a good player. And then for the first pick for the Cleveland Browns, Cleveland needs some help too. I think they're going to go edge as well. They could go safety. I didn't even think about that. They're not going to go tight end. So all these guys, I like Antonio Johnson too. Antonio Johnson would have been a really nice fit for the Rams. I'm going to give them. Where is he? I'm just going to go to the edge class. I'm going to give him the Northwestern guy, Adetokunbo. I think that's a steal right there for them. They'll really like that. I'm assuming this pick right here is going to be for the Green Bay Packers at 44, but that trade hasn't gone down and hasn't been official. So we're going to go ahead and make this pick for the Jets. But I'm almost, if Aaron Rodgers gets traded, I'm almost for sure that this pick is going to go to Green Bay. So let's have some fun with it. They just traded for Chuck Clark too. Otherwise, I probably would have picked Antonio Johnson right there. I like Jack Campbell more than over Trenton Simpson. So I'm either going to go with Jack Campbell or Felix Eduke-Uzomah. Yeah, I'm going Jack Campbell. I think from what I was reading and from what everybody's been talking about, I think he measures out closer to San Francisco's middle linebacker. I forgot his name. Shame on me. But yeah, that's what everybody's saying. He tests out pretty much to there right there too. Well, we know that back on the board with Atlanta Falcons, we know they don't need a tight end. So I'm going to go safety right here, guys. Safety or cornerback. I was even thinking Clark Phillips or Antonio Johnson. We went offensive tackle right there too. You know what? I am going to go quarterback here. Cornerback. I'm going to go Clark Phillips. I think Clark Phillips will play very well right there. And then we're back on the board with the Green Bay Packers at 46. They do need another tight end. I am going to give them Michael Mayer. I think he'll fit that system really good. And then here we are with the New England Patriots. New England could go a lot of ways too. They're going to go safety, I believe too. They could go interior offensive line somewhere here too. But I think Antonio Johnson falling right here, especially with Devin McCourty, or one of the McCourty retiring. I think it's Devin McCourty retiring. I think this is prime for them to pick at a safety position right there. The Washington Commanders. They're saying interior offensive line. I don't think so, man. I think getting Darnell Washington right there for them is just really rich, and they need some tight end stability. That's just slam dunk for them. And then we have the Detroit Lions on the board right here. They're saying edge. I like what they have on the edge right now. I'm actually going to go with Trenton Simpson right here. I think Trenton Simpson will help out there with Rodrigo. I think that's a powerful combination move right there. All right. Let's look at our cornerbacks here. Let's see who we have on the board. I'm going to give them DJ Turner because they do need some cornerback help there. I think you run a 4.38, 4.38 speed, 4.38 or 4.36. It's really going to help them out. All right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers is on the clock. Let's have some fun with the Buccaneers. Man, this is a little bit hard right here too. At 51 with the Buccaneers. We got on Bijan Robinson. They probably need some interior offensive line help. Let's see what we can get. No, they're saying that they don't, which is crazy. At cornerback, they do need cornerback help. You know what, guys? I'm gonna give them Eli Ricks right here. I like Eli Ricks. No. Sorry, strike that. Darius Rush. We're gonna give them Darius Rush right there. They'll like Darius Rush. 52 with the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, I'm going to give him Luke Musgrave. I think that's an A+ too. With them losing, they are losing. They could bring him back. I doubt it. I think he's going to get more money. Oh man, I forgot his name. Tight end. I forgot his name. That's gonna haunt me forever because I love Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki is amazing for fantasy, guys. Like I hope my team gets him in fantasy. We created some wiggle room. I really hope Mike Gesicki. If you're watching this, man, go to the Chargers. We need you. You'll love it out there, man. Justin Herbert throwing bombs. He stays healthy. So let's get it going. All right, the Seattle Seahawks back on the board. Defensive line, I don't know. Interior, no, yeah, that's right. They did just lose their again. They lost their center. So I think John Michael Schmidt going here is going to be really good. Pete Carroll's going to love him. So will Geno Smith, or even if they draft a quarterback at that position. Well, they're not going to draft a quarterback at that position. But yeah, Geno Smith's going right there. All right, let's see what we got on our other side of the map. No, they're not going to go into your offensive line. I was going to say wide receiver, but we can't give that. DJ Moore being there that helps out a lot. They don't need a tight end. So, you know, we are. We're going to go Isaiah Foskey right here. Help him out, again, on the defense side of the ball. Darnell Wright. All righty. Darnell Wright. My Chargers back on the board. Let's see what we got for wide receivers. All right, now we're not going to go there. We are going to go defensive line, but Tuli Tuipulotu right there. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do Siaki Akia. I'm going for somebody who I like a little bit more, and I'm just going to go D-line to make it a lot easier. I'm going Keanu Benton, guys. I really like Keanu Benton. He's a very good player. He had an amazing Senior Bowl. He really did. He made some very good interior and some offensive line guys look like fools. They can give you a B+. They want all they want on that. I think that's a slam dunk. They could even. I probably should have even went Cody Mock right there, to be honest with you guys, just to make it more fun for me. All right, we went linebacker last time on there. They're edge rushers. I mean, and Jalen Carter being in there is really going to help out. I mean, we could go a number of different ways here. We could even go, when the rich keep getting richer, right? Let's see what we got here. I don't think they're going to go tight end, guys. I don't think they like their tight ends. They could probably get one later on in the draft. Let's look at cornerbacks. We did address the cornerback with right there with Emmanuel Forbes, who I really like. Safety. Ooh, you know what? Let's go safety right here. I'm going to go Sidney Brown. I love Sidney Brown. This is a name that everybody in football should get to know. It's Sidney Brown. He's a hard-hitting guy. We're going to go ahead and put him right there. Oh, they gave me a C for that? Oh, come on, man. That's crazy. All right. Back at the Jaguars at 57. We took Brian Branch. He says he's a safety. He could play cornerback too. Yeah, that's great. I'm still sorry laughing at the C that they gave me on the last one, but it's whatever. They could go interior offensive line here too with Cody Mock. Cody Mock can play all 5 positions. Which now that I'm saying that, I'm kind of talking myself out of who I was originally going to go with right here. But I'm going to go with Tuli Tuipulotu right there. I think they'll really enjoy having him right there. Okay, yeah, Cody Mock's going to probably end up right here. That's too easy for me. Cody Mock could have went right there too. Dallas would have really liked that, but there you go. That's why they're rivals, right inside of their division. Let's see what they got going on right there. Ooh, this is probably good center play. Let's go to the interior offensive line. I think does Joe Tippmann or one of these guys play center? I can't remember who it is. I'll have to look that up later. Man. I'm not for sure, but Cody Mock plays center too. Yeah, I would really like Cody Mock right there. Let's look at cornerbacks again. I'm going to give him Garrett Williams, guys. I really like Garrett Williams. They give me another C for that. That's funny. Yeah, Garrett Williams right there would be a steal for Dallas too. That's funny. I'm sorry. That makes me laugh all over. Yeah, we're going to go Steve Avila right here. Help them out with that interior offensive line. They could use all the help they can get to. They have a really good quarterback. All righty. You know what? I'm going to do this, and I'm probably going to make a lot of people mad. They're saying to take Matthew Bergeron on there. I'm not going to do that. I'm more apt to take Deion Henley right there than anybody. We gave him Dalton Kincaid. Guys, I'm really going to have fun with this and just let Joe Burrow bring in one of his other teammates, Keyshawn Boutte right there. I think, you got pretty much got a whole wide receiver room full of LSU guys plus T. Higgins. Why not have some more fun with it, right? All right, we gave the Bears Isaiah Foskey on the last pick, Peter Skronsky with their very first pick right there. Let's see what else we can get into. I'm gonna give him Deion Henley, guys. I like Deion Henley right there. A lot of people are probably gonna give me a lot of mess about that, but that's fine. They need help a lot in a lot of places. This really helps them out too. Plus, they have the draft capital to pretty much get anybody who they want now. So, see what happens. And you know what? I'm gonna go right here. This is getting a little bit tougher as it goes down. Whenever I come out with I'll do the Chargers one next time, and just me picking for the Chargers, which is really easy for me, and have this thing do its auto generate. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna give him Felix and Duke Uzama. That'll help them out a lot. This is going to be Matthew Bergeron. I hope that they can bring back Orlando Brown Jr., but it doesn't look like they're going to. It's also the last pick right there. Matthew Bergeron is probably going to fit in well right there with them too. You know, they got to keep Patrick Mahomes up and healthy. But there we go. We just did our first 2-round picks. Later on in the show, we're going to be bringing in. I know a Dallas Cowboy fan is going to come on the show with me. We're going to go back and forth with that, and then we're going to bring my homie in Michelle whenever she gets back from vacation. She's a New York Giants fan, so we'll have a lot of chirping going back and forth. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Again, guys, this is the new channel that we have going on, Hype Football Fantasy Talk. Football Fantasy Talk. I hope to go ahead and subscribe. Leave me a comment, guys. This was our first mock draft, going through the second round. Let me know what you guys think. Again, guys, thanks for watching.